I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. What's poppin'? What's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? Miles is on his way. He might be a little bit late. You feel what I'm saying? You got to handle some business and all that other stuff. But we are here. Hold on, my shit is, there we go. I was like, why my shit sounding so crazy? But we here. So Miles will be here soon. But today's Media Mondays, guys. Media Mondays, if you have some stuff to promote, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys donate $50 or more to promote your music, your business, whatever you got going on, $50 more to promote. Make sure if you guys want to call in, $5 or more to call in to donate to ask a question, and $10 or more for a story. And if you have a question, put a Q in the chat to ask the question. Now, today, guys, the show today is going to show you exactly why you guys need to make sure that you understand how to vet women. Because if you don't know how to vet women, your whole situation is gonna suck. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta learn how to vet women. So we're gonna get into that today because we're gonna be talking about, the title of today's show is Beautiful Women Will Make You Lose If You Have No Game. You feel what I'm saying? It's so terrible. So if you guys have no game, understand that, it's going to be bad out here for you. And we're going to be using the example of Halle Berry and David Justice situation. So her ex, David Justice, they was married before some of y'all was probably even born. You feel what I'm saying? But basically, he was talking about how he figured out later on down the line that, she wasn't the type of wife that he would have wanted, right? But he would have understood this if he would have understood how to vet women. And this is why it's important to vet women, because if you don't vet women, then you're going to be in situations where you're going to be dealing with women and you're going to be fucking up because you're going to be in situations that you don't want to be in after the fact. You're going to be like, God damn it. Like, why did this happen? How come I'm with this chick? This is not exactly what I wanted and all that other good stuff. And this is why vetting is important. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get into all of that, I want you guys to make sure that you guys are always make sure that you guys go to CunninghamElements.com. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do that. Get the Masculine Identity soap, get the parfum, and get the shea butter. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure that you guys get that shit cracking. Go to CunninghamElements.com to get that going. Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. To get on the online dating consultation, make sure you guys get that. Go to shoplocario.com, get the online dating consultation with myself in April. Step up your online dating game. If you guys are not on the online dating stuff, you are missing out, because there are thousands upon thousands of women that you could be seeing right now, dating, hooking up, being in a relationship with, but you are slacking and slipping on the online dating. And if you are on online dating and you're still having trouble, it's because there are certain things that you would do wrong, and we will teach you the right way to make this happen, right? We're going to tell you the exact pictures to use. We're going to tell you how to take the pictures, where to get the pictures done, how to make the pictures look, all the stuff that's going to make women swipe right on you. And we're going to fix your bio in the call, your exact bio, word for word. We're going to fix all of the bio in the actual online dating consultation, and we're going to teach you the messages that you need to be sending in order to get these women out there. So this is what I'm telling you guys, do not slack on this online dating consultation. Make sure you get that now. Also, make sure you guys go get Master the Vetting Process on shoplocario.com. Go get that shit right now, because after this show, it's going to show you exactly why you need to definitely get this program, because if you do not have this program right now, you are slipping, because this is going to show you exactly why when we watch this video and get down to it. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that and get that going right now. Also, make sure two last things. Make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership, so that you guys can get on the Zoom calls with Miles. You feel what I'm saying? The Zoom calls are heavy. Zoom calls are heavy. And last but not least, get on the Bad Boy membership. Get on the Bad Boy membership.
Do it.
Get on that shit.
Just do it.
Go to badboymembership.com and get the latest program right here. How to train yourself in 90 days to attract and maintain hot women. Because if you do not know how to maintain and attract hot women, then you're going to be fucked up out here in the game, because these hot women are going to be basically taken over. And you're going to actually see how these hot women take over in what we're going to be talking about today when we talk about Halle Berry and her ex, David Justice, and how that all went down. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to get into that in a second. You feel me? But again, guys, if you want to call in numbers 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. And remember, this is still Media Monday. So if you guys want to promote your stuff, make sure you hit us up, $50 or more donation. And if you want to call up $5 or more per question, or $10 or more per story. All right. So let's start this real quick. And let me pull up this video. Hold on, let me pull up this video real quick. So this is from shout out to Cheesa Zed. This is from his channel. And we're going to be talking about this because he has a lot of clips in here of people talking about this situation. Well, let me put this here. So let me do this one. Hold on. I want to get the good one that I like. Hold on. Which one is it? I think it's this one right here. There we go. Hold on. Let me get this bigger. Pause. I want this to be just a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me do this where I'm smaller so that we can make it just a little bit easier. Okay, here we go. Fuck it. This is what we're gonna do. All right. So we're gonna get into this. Let me get my shit all crisp because my shit be acting crazy. All right. So we're gonna be talking about this video, and we're gonna be talking about this whole Halle Berry situation. Some of you guys have actually, let me make this shit bigger because I want you guys to see the video in it and shit. There we go. We're just gonna do that real quick. So I want you guys to see this because we're gonna be talking about how this type of shit will fuck you up. You understand? If you don't know what you're doing out here in these streets. So he said, when you have game, shout out to KZ, he said, when you have game, you realize that him publicly saying that makes him look foolish. Why would you marry a woman who isn't worthy to carry your seed? That's a fact. Exactly. That's a fact. That is a fact. But we gonna get into this. We're gonna start it, stop it, and go in. You feel me? So let's start this real quick. Let's go.
David Justice says her lack of traditional values led to their divorce. She don't cook or clean, he says. I immediately saw this and thought to myself, I'm not surprised, and I don't think most people really are. Well, I saw another post that followed the interview that he had here that read Halle Berry's ex-husband, former MLB player. For you guys who don't know, David Justice is a former American professional baseball player who also was married to Halle Berry from 1993, the year I was born, to 1997, roughly 4 years. And I just thought this was so fitting for this channel. We're going to get into it. So this post here read that he divorced her and left her because he couldn't see her as the mother of his kids.
So let me stop right there just for a second. Let me stop right there for a second. So he's saying that, he divorced her because he couldn't see her as the mother of his kids. Now, if he would have vetted this woman, if he would have actually vetted the woman, right? If he would have vetted Halle Berry, guess what would have happened? He would have noticed from his perspective that she is not someone that would be a good wife to his kids. You understand what I'm saying? You said he was putting them hands on her too. Oh, word, I didn't even know that shit. That's crazy. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. But yeah, he would have noticed that, oh, well, she's not the type that's going to cook and clean and do all these things. So therefore, I won't put a ring on it. I won't marry her. But what happens is that these guys just end up marrying women or taking them on or being in a long-term relationship with these women just because they think she's cute or whatever the fuck it is. But we gonna get into this a little more. Let's continue.
She don't cook, clean, don't really seem motherly. I'm gonna waste your time. Let's check it out.
Honestly, we probably could have made it if I knew about therapy. If we knew about therapy, we probably could have made it. We never had any major issues like that. Mm-hmm. It's just that because I was young and had only been.
Hold on. So GM said, that was another dude. He talks about that in the interview. It was another ex-boyfriend, but people thought it was him. Okay, well, who knows? That shit's crazy. Abel said he came out and said that she didn't set the record straight. It wasn't him doing that. She just let the public think it was whoever they wanted to. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But even still, this is the thing though. It's crazy though. If that was the case, like let's say she didn't come out and clarify it, right? That also shows, the level of, the level of respect that she had for him if she didn't even clarify it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But let's continue. Let's keep it going.
And honestly, one real relationship before her. My knowledge and my understanding, my wisdom around relationships just wasn't vast. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at my mom and I
want you to understand, he just said my wisdom about relationships was not vast. And this is what happens with a lot of people is that they don't really have the information that will get them from point A to point Z in order to make things work out in a beneficial way for them. And this is why it's important for you guys to have game, because when you have game, what happens is that what to do in the relationship to keep the relationship going, to maintain the situation and to make things beneficial for you and the one you're with. But let's continue.
I'm a Midwest guy. So in my mind, I'm thinking a wife at that time should cook, clean,
traditional,
and then I'm thinking,
right,
okay, if we have kids, is this the woman I want to have kids with and build a family with? And at that time, as a young guy, she don't cook, don't clean,
right,
don't really seem like motherly. And then we start having issues. Listen, we never that. I'll say this: we never had any issues about other women, mm-hmm. other men. Mm-hmm. I mean, like I was never tripping when.
Now, I want to say something real quick. Is that one of the things that happens with a lot of guys, especially, is they think that women come ready-made. He's like, well, I expected a wife to do this, and that, right? You can't expect the woman to do shit. You're supposed to teach women what to do when they're with you. That's part of the vetting process, right? You're supposed to give a woman instruction to say, hey, this is how I want things to go. And then what happens is that as a result of you doing that, either she's going to do it or she's not going to do it. And if she's not going to do it, then that's the woman that you don't need to be with. If she is going to do it, she needs to show she's going to do it on a consistent basis, right? And so the problem is that a lot of guys, for whatever reason, they think that women are just going to do shit, or women just should know. Oh, well, you're a woman, so you should just know that I want you to cook and clean. Now, check this out. This is why vetting is important, because cooking and cleaning within itself is not something that, you know, all men want. Like for me, for example, I don't give a fuck about if a chick could cook and clean. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's not really an issue for me. You understand what I'm saying? That's not an issue for me personally, right? Because I order out 90% of the time. I'm not sitting there like, oh my God, I need a home cooked meal. But again, that's just me. But again, if I'm talking to a woman, right, and she's like, oh, well, I'm a cook and clean for you. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but I don't give a shit about that shit, right? But that's because I am my own man. I have my own masculine identity. So based on your masculine identity, what is it that you require? What is it that you actually want? You feel what I'm saying? And the problem is that a lot of guys never thought about what they wanted. They only are doing things based on what they think they should want, based on what society's telling them to want. You feel what I'm saying? But let's continue.
And I was tripping one time was when she.
Hold on, I got one time I was tripping.
At one time, because I didn't understand it.
Real quick, man, just to be fair, I think this is a mistake a lot of dudes make, right? They'll see a woman who brings a particular thing to the table. In the 90s, someone like Halle Berry or anybody who was entertaining her for a relationship, I can assume, didn't see or anticipate that her best quality would be whether she can cook or not in the kitchen. Okay? I think a lot of men do this. You know, you look at a woman, she would be really attractive. Halle Berry obviously was like a sex symbol in the 90s. And they'll think, oh, I'll turn her into a housewife who'll be cleaning and cooking. I mean, I just don't think that that's practical. This is like a man wifing up Megan Good and thinking that she's going to be cooking your favorite meals.
And also, too, that's another thing, too, is that if you're dating a woman and she is, you know, someone like Halle Berry, who's an actress, who's going to be away for extended periods of time doing movies and all this other shit, right? But then at the same time, you want some woman who's going to be a housewife. That's a contradiction. You understand? Unless you're in a situation where, you know, she's going to, you know, like give up her whole fucking career to just be in the house with you. You understand what I'm saying? Then that it is what it is. But I think it would be stupid for a nigga to say, hey, listen, you making all the millions of dollars, like stop all that and come cook me a meal. Fuck out of here. I'd be like, listen, do the movies. I'm gonna go order in and we gonna get this paper. So, but let's continue this shit.
Just not going to work. Some of you may say, well, Shisha, how do you know she's not a good cook? Ironic that I found this video, but we're just gonna play this video. The title is Megan Good Fails at Cooking Jambalaya for Husband Devon. So this is Devon Franklin. This video is from 5 years ago, and it shows her failing to cook. And this really points to the same type of concept of not understanding what's being brought to the table here. Devon Franklin thought that he was marrying a homemaker or a stay-at-home wife, and she was failing to cook all these meals. And they actually filmed this whole failed attempt of her cooking. And of course, Devon didn't like that coffee at all. Let's check.
So basically now he's using Megan Good as an example and saying that her ex thought he was getting a woman who knew how to, you know, cook and do all this other shit. Again, another example of a man thinking that a woman just automatically is going to be doing these things. This is exactly why you have to fucking vet women. Go to shoplocario.com to get master the vetting process so you know how to vet women, so you actually only allow women who are going to do the things you want to do into your life. You feel what I'm saying? But let's continue. Let's keep it going.
Check it out.
What's up, you guys? I'm looking a little bit busted, so don't mind me, but I'm getting ready to make some jambalaya, so I'm going to show you how I'm making it. All right.
She's like, Devon Franklin said I better cook before he divorces me. Oh, sorry, guys. Can I joke? We can tell jokes. Let's talk about the sponsor of this channel, fathershaverights.com. Engaged and soon to be married men, hiring the wrong lawyer can leave you with an overpriced, unenforceable prenup. Avoid the trap. Inside my step-by-step guide at fathershaverights.com, renowned attorneys James Sexton and the lead attorney lay out the exact questions to ask, red flags to spot, and proven steps to hiring the perfect prenup lawyer. The guide itself costs only a couple of dinner dates, far less than a single billable hour. Hit the link pinned to the top of the comment section, lock in your guide, and join the hundreds of men securing their marriages the right way.
All right, so I have baked my chicken in Creole seasoning.
Okay, Creole seasoning.
And I have just cut up my celery and my green peppers and getting into my chicken sausage. I officially just done my wild rice in my Instapot. Trying to keep it healthy, y'all. So I am browning my chicken sausage.
Okay.
And I have just cut up my chicken into small pieces. Got my onions, celery, green peppers, and garlic all starting to saute.
All right.
Now I added a little bit of basil, a little bit of thyme.
You know what's funny about cooking? I feel like cooking is like, just in my opinion, the most boring shit ever. Maybe it's because like I don't find food fascinating. I just look at food as a means to an end. Just give me the food so I can eat it and keep it moving and going with my day. So I don't know how niggas watch food channels and care about people putting food together. I guess if you're a chef, but that shit is super boring for me. That shit, I'd rather do math homework. You feel what I'm saying?
Some diced tomatoes.
All right.
And some Creole seasoning. And I have also added in the broth.
Guys, I don't know how to make jambalaya, but I know how to cook. I'm an amazing cook. Maybe one day I'll release a video. Cooking with Zed. I don't know. But for those of you...
And see, exactly, K-Zag, and that's a good point. You say, if she's not doing that in the dating stage, why would you marry her if that's a requirement? And this is the reason why these guys need to learn how to fucking vet. You feel what I'm saying? Because these dudes, they don't require nothing from these women in the dating stage, right? But then they just expect shit to go down after the fact. Oh, well, we're married now, so you should do this, this, and that. But you never tested her to see if she's going to do this, this, and that before you was married. You see what I'm saying? So these guys, they're just foolish with it. But let's continue.
You who know how to make this dish well, right? We don't want people who don't know what they're doing here. What do you think? Is she doing a good job so far?
So that's what we are looking like right now. All right, y'all. The rice is in there. Y'all, please pray for me that this comes out good. I'll let you know.
If you're asking for prayers that your dish comes out good, we already know what time it is.
And I added in the sausage and put the top back on for a bit after I pressure cooked it.
And see, and this is the thing. If the dude who married Megan Good, his requirement was cooking, that should have been something that was happening way before they got married. And then when he saw that, oh, she doesn't cook well, either he would need to teach her to cook, right? And she needs to be open to that in order for, that to go down, or she would need to learn how to cook and be willing to do that before they actually get married. But see, it's ridiculous to, for whatever reason, marry the woman and then feel some type of way about her not doing the thing or not being able to do the thing you want her to do and feel some type of way about it. It's ridiculous. But let's continue.
It's looking good, smelling good. We're going to see what hubby thinks. Pray for me.
All right. How long is this video? Okay, we're going to skip to the part where she actually makes him try it. Here we go. I think this is it.
Like that jambalaya seasoning Creole flavor. You know what I mean?
What does it taste like?
It tastes good. It tastes like a chicken and rice dish.
But it don't taste like jambalaya at all.
No.
Does it taste Creole at all?
No.
So he's not getting what he wants in a situation because he didn't vet. Hilarious. But let's continue.
David Justice asked Halle Berry, "What do you bring to the table?" And Halle said, "I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me show you how I got this Oscar." And he said, "Nah, you can't be a mother to my kids." Talk about a clout chaser and riding coattails. You know, this man went on an interview just to go out of his way to make sure everybody knew that he left her back in 1996. You have no new news other than the fact that you dated somebody over 2 decades ago. You don't have nothing else to talk about before you get on your knees and thank God Almighty that you had the opportunity to be proposed to by someone like Halle Berry. First,
So basically, also the story was, and we'll hear more about that in this video, was that Halle Berry proposed to him. You understand? And so, again, the problem is that when guys don't have game, they're always being led by women. So you should never allow a woman to propose to you. You understand what I'm saying? And then accept her proposal, right? Because basically what she's saying is that you're the bitch in the relationship. But let's continue.
First of all, that's called community service. She was writing you off on her taxes. And so you had to go and look at your mom and look at your sister and see everything that they were doing as women because they were cooking and cleaning. And that's what you thought you were supposed to have in a wife. So you decided that she wasn't good enough for you because she wasn't motherly. Guess who you should be with then? Your mother. It never fails that every single time
So now the thing is that she's trying to say, well, you want the things that your mom did, so you should be with your mom and yada, yada, yada. That's not really what it is. It's his fault for wanting a certain thing and not vetting the woman to see if that woman can give him that thing. It's that simple. You see what I'm saying? So he basically wifed up the chick without understanding if the woman would give him. It's like anything else. Like, just like if you go into a fucking sneaker store and you try on the sneakers to see if they fit, or you try on the clothes to see if they fit, and then you buy it. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of these dudes, what they do is that they just rush into a situation because they think the woman is hot. They rush into a situation because they expect the woman just to do things that they expect her to do. And they don't realize that they actually have to vet a woman. But let's continue.
man, especially a black man, goes out of his way with his full chest to embarrass another black woman, he always ends up looking like a clown.
And shout out to Gizzy. He said she proposed to him under the guise of her agenda. He just assumed he was going to get what he wanted following her agenda. Exactly. And this is why I tell you guys about this whole shit of following a woman's lead, choosing signals, a woman approaching you, all that other stuff. What you guys have to understand is that a woman is not supposed to do anything but defer to you. That is it. You understand? So the fact that she even stepped, like, he should have actually saw that as disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna disrespect me trying to propose to me? You understand what I'm saying? So that's what he should have saw that shit as. But again, when you don't have game, you don't understand what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Hey, at least he kept it real, right? He's like, no, nothing like jambalaya, but it tastes like rice and chicken.
But again, that's his fault. That is his fault. See, if he wanted jambalaya, whatever the fuck that shit is, that should have been something that he told her beforehand before they were married. If that's something important to him, then he should have said, hey, I want you to make this for me. See, all of this happening right now should have happened before they were married. And then he should have said, hey, look, I like this. This is how it's made. Could you do this again? And then she does it again. She makes it cool. Now she knows how to make it. Now we can get married. You understand what I'm saying? He said he got a favorite dish he himself can't even cook. Exactly. This shit is crazy.
It's good. It's really good. I'm put some of that seasoning on it.
Oh man, you know, women who don't know how to cook, they hate you seasoning their food after they're done.
So, baby.
Yes, I'm good. Yes, baby.
So it's a fail.
It's not a fail.
It is a fail.
I'm about to be finished with it. It's not.
He's like, it's not a fail, but this marriage is.
No, I'll have a tea actually.
I have a tea actually.
Not a fail. I just added some seasoned pepper to it. It's a little more Creole seasoning.
That doesn't make me feel good at all that you had to.
See, it's a fail because he wasn't a leader. That's why it's a fail. Understand this. A woman fails because the man failed. You understand? So if a woman is with you and she failed, it's because you failed. Period. This is what I keep trying to tell you guys, all these manosphere dudes. Well, women need to be held accountable. Yes, women do need to be held accountable when they're by themselves. When a woman is with you under your leadership, you need to be held accountable, not her. So this is all his fault. That's all her ex-husband's fault. But let's continue.
As a woman, when you date down, I've always said this, you will pay for it for the rest of your life. David Justice and Halle Berry got married in 1991, which is 33 years ago. And now they've been divorced for the past 25 years. But he's talking about her in an interview. And for all the men defending him, well, they asked him, you should know to not speak about your ex from 25 years ago. They asked him because he's not accomplished enough for him to talk about what he's doing, because he's not doing anything except riding his ex-wife's coattail.
Oh, shit. She going in, but let's continue.
A married man sitting up there with a ring on his finger talking about his first wife. By the way, it's not you who chose to not have children with Halle Berry. Notice that all of her children are by white men. It's her who chose to not have children with you.
Oh, shit. But let's unpack that, though. Let's unpack that. She said that it's not you who chose not to have children with her. It was her that chose not to have children with you. Now, I'm gonna have to say she's right on that. And the reason why I'm saying she's right on that is because he wasn't a leader. Remember, she proposed to him. And you're gonna hear a little later because another girl's gonna do another breakdown of it. And so what happened is that he was never leading in his relationship. He was being led. You understand? And so he thought, this is what he thought. He thought that once he got married, there was a certain way his wife or whoever his wife was going to automatically do a certain thing, right? But what he didn't realize is that in order for his wife to do a certain thing, he had to be the one to create the situation for it to be done. So what he thought that he was getting a ready-made wife when he didn't realize he had to make the wife. I did a video years ago where I said that there's no such thing as girlfriend material, right? There's no such thing as wife material. You have to create a situation for that wife to exist, which means you have to lead, which means you have to tell her what to do. You see what I'm saying? So he thought that, oh, well, I like Halle Berry. She's good looking. I'm attracted to her and I want to be with her. So now that we're married, she should be cooking, cleaning, and doing all the things that wives are supposed to do. That's not how it works. You see what I'm saying? And that's how a lot of these red pill and these traditional dudes and all this other stuff be thinking. They think that, oh, a woman is just supposed to do it. No, you're supposed to tell her and teach her what to do. But let's continue.
She intentionally didn't get pregnant for you.
No, but it's already there. It just needed a little more. That's all. It's good. It's good. I'm gonna be done with it.
I'm never cooking again.
She says she's never cooking again. I'm interested to see what these comments say. I'm like going completely left field with the subject matter here. I know we're talking about Halle Berry. Let's be honest, this topic's a little bit more interesting. Top comment here says he definitely didn't marry her for her cooking. There we go. But maybe he did.
But what's funny is not, he's saying he's going left field, but it's still a similar thing because, you know, they're talking about the cooking and cleaning. It's basically the same concept of a guy not knowing how to lead his woman. The same thing where a guy just expects a woman to be a certain way. And you have to understand that you have to teach your woman to be a certain way, which means you have to vet the woman, which is why you guys need to go to shoplocario.com and get Master the Vetting Process program. Make sure you guys go and get that shit today. You feel what I'm saying? But let's continue. Let's go. Let's keep going.
But maybe he did. Guys, this is actually a good example right here of what I'm talking about. Maybe he did, right? There are a lot of people who think they can turn somebody into something that they're not. And there's nothing wrong with somebody who doesn't cook as a woman if they're with a man who doesn't value that. Maybe he cooks. Maybe he just doesn't care. A lot of men do value that. And so women tend to lean into it the same way that men who, know their way around the house and are handy, that's valued as well. Somebody else who says, first mistake cooking jambalaya with the wild rice. LOL. Love you, Meg. Okay, so it's not typically with wild rice. Wild rice is a very unique texture, even tougher than like brown rice. And yes, that matters when it comes to the familiarity of like a dish. When someone's trying to replicate it, you don't want to make it harder for yourself by using alternative ingredients that are just going to make it that hard for that dish to be enjoyable. These are things that people who don't know how to cook just don't know. Somebody else here says he was just being honest. Here's another person who says, I like how honest he is. I respect that they're so cute together.
So now you're like, oh, well, he's just being honest. But see, it's too late. It's too late. See, this is what happens when you don't understand yourself as a man. What happens is that when you don't understand yourself as a man, you allow women who are not good for you to enter your life. When I say they're not good for you, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the woman. I'm saying that that woman is not doing the things that you require or that you would need. And so therefore, y'all shouldn't be in a relationship. You see what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with the fact that in this example, Megan Good couldn't cook the thing, right? But what happens is that if this guy wanted a woman that can cook the thing, then he should have gotten a woman who can cook the thing or taught her how to cook the thing. And if she wanted to cook the thing, she cooked the thing based on being taught to cook the thing. You see what I'm saying? But why would you get married to a woman who doesn't provide you the things that you want? Doesn't make any fucking sense. But let's continue.
Now, of course, guys, these comments are from before they actually got divorced.
Did you know that Halle Berry proposed to David Justice? Well, I'll tell you about.
Now listen to what. Now this girl's going to give a full breakdown, and this is going to show you how this motherfucker ain't got no game and why he needs to learn how to vet. And if you guys are in these situations, this is why you need to learn to vet. You feel what I'm saying? This is why you need to go to shoplocario.com, get Master the Vetting Process.
Do it!
Get that shit now.
Just do it!
Because the reason why I'm plugging this shit so hard is because I know there's a lot more men who are going to make these same stupid ass mistakes that you're going to hear this woman say. So let me back it up just a little bit and then we're going to get into this. Here we go. Let's do this.
Did you know that Halle Berry proposed to David Justice? Well, I'll tell you about that proposal in their whirlwind romance again, because this is I Will Tell You What. And every day this week, I'm going to be telling you about these women that propose to their respective husbands. So Halle Berry and David Justice's relationship was one that definitely defined Black celebrity marriages of the 90s. For a moment, they were the picture perfect couple, but the reality, Their marriage was as short-lived as it was intense. Hallie and David's love story didn't start at a party or like a premiere or on the set of like some blockbuster film. No. Hallie first spotted David the same way a lot of folks did, on TV. It was 1992 and
So take note that Halle Berry spotted him on TV. So essentially, she was already given the choosing signals. You understand what I'm saying? But let's continue.
Hallie was watching an episode of Rock and Jock, a celebrity sports game, when David caught her eye. But Hallie mentioned him to a friend, but decided not to make a move like she'd normally do.
So she said that Halle Berry mentioned him to a friend, but she didn't make the move like she usually does. You understand what I'm saying? So usually she's the one being the aggressor in this situation. But let's continue.
At least not right then and there. Later, a journalist interviewing her would casually mention that his friend, David Justice, wanted her autograph. Well,
so now she was being interviewed, and then the interviewer says that his friend David Justice wanted her autograph, right? So he's being her fan. I want you to understand what's going on here. So he's being a fan of her, and she is choosing up on him. Let's continue.
this was Hallie's moment. Instead of just signing something for him, Hallie passed over her number, like, call me.
So instead of her just giving the autograph, she says, call me. She gives him the number. She sends over the number and tells him to call her. So now let's recap so far what's happening. So she sees this dude on TV. She's interested because she sees the dude on TV, right? Now, the guy says, I want her autograph. And then she's like, you know what? Instead of that, here's the fucking number. You call me. Right? So she's giving him the choosing signals, right? He wasn't man enough to say, hey, listen, let me holla at you. What's good? Let's make something happen. He's like, no, I want your autograph because I'm a fucking fan. You understand what I'm saying? I'm being very passive and weak by not just letting you know I want to make something happen. So then now she has to take the lead. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. He said she started off as being a fan and he switched the role. Exactly. Right? So she was interested and then he was being a fan of her instead of positioning himself as the man and letting her come to him. But let's continue.
A bold move, but you know what? It worked. It sure did. David called her and they talked for hours and
So then she's saying he called her and then they talked for hours. For hours. You see what I'm saying? What the fuck are you talking for hours? Shit is crazy. He said, not understanding his power and influence in the situation, too happy to have the eye of an attractive woman. Exactly. And he's talking to this woman for hours. This shouldn't have been an hour. Listen, it should have been, yo, what's up? It's David. Hallie, what's good? Listen, come through. That should have been it. But let's take this call real quick. 832, what's popping?
Chilling, man. I just sent 5 over there to Miles so anybody can call for a free call, man.
All right, that's what's up. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yo, also Lucario, you know what I'm saying? She started off with some interest and then the guy wanted to be a fan and then she gave him the instruction. And you see how he followed her with the, hey, give me a call. I know you want an autograph, but scrap that. Take this number down and give me a call. So it's already going a certain type of way, man. But exactly. I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you, man. Appreciate the call and the free call. And that's what I'm saying. So he should have just hit her. First of all, he should have fucking hollered at her from the beginning. Fuck all that autograph shit. You understand what I'm saying? He should have been like, yo, what's good? Like, he should have been like, hey, anybody got an information? You got an email? You got something that I can holler at this chick? He hollered at her, hey, let's do something. That should have been it. This motherfucker calling in talking about, he's like, hey, this is David. How are you? Let's talk for hours. let's get to know each other. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy. He said the correct mindset is she's going to look good standing next to me. He had the mindset of I'm going to look good standing next to her. Exactly. I'm telling you, these dudes, they're the worst. But let's continue.
2 weeks later, he flew her out to Atlanta for.
Wait, hold on. Let me back that up a little bit. You back it up a little bit. All right, hold on. Let me take this call real quick. 602 is popping. Who this?
This is Frank.
Frank, what's going on? Are you donating or taking a free call?
Free call.
All right, so what's going on with you?
So I was watching the show too, and I was wondering, like, cause I had a girl that proposed to me once, but I had taught her how to cook and everything, cause her mom never taught her how to cook. So I was wondering, does that still count? Because I was teaching her how to cook and how to be a wife. So then she just basically asked me, why don't you just marry me then?
Wait, but did she propose to you, or did she ask you to marry her? Like she got on her knees, she got on her knees with a ring and proposed to you?
No, she asked me to marry her though. She didn't get on her knee and propose, but she goes,
okay, well then that's not a proposal. That's just her saying, why don't you marry me? That's different. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
That's just a conversation. That's not a proposal. You feel what I'm saying?
No, but she did ask me to marry her though. She did.
Yeah,
like,
but that's
she sounded serious.
No, but this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, unless she was serious, like with a ring on her knees, trying to get you to say yes, then that's not a proposal. That's just
okay. So she has to actually do the whole thing, the knees, the ring, and all that.
Yeah, that's just her talking shit. That's just her saying, "Oh, you should marry me," or in a conversation, or we should get married, or something. That's not a proposal.
Okay, gotcha.
Actually,
so that don't count.
Right, that don't count. You feel what I'm saying? But what happened with that chick? What happened with that situation?
Nothing. She I found out later that she still had a boyfriend, so she was bullshitting.
This nigga. So wait, so you say you taught this chick how to clean or cook or what? What would you do?
Yeah, I was teaching her how to cook because I was staying with them at the time.
And how long was you with this woman?
I was with her about a year.
So you was with this chick for a year and you didn't know she had a boyfriend?
Well, at the time I thought, because she breaks up with, she's a good-looking girl, so she like goes through men like, like
no, but what I'm saying is that you was seeing this woman for a year and you was living with her?
Yeah.
So you're living with a woman and you had no idea she had a boyfriend. How's that work?
No, I thought she had broken up when she said that, but it turned out because I lived with her.
And how long did you know her? Hold on. How long did you know her before you lived with her?
Oh, I've known her for like years because she was from the hood back then. So,
no. What I mean is, how long have you been seeing her before y'all moved in?
Oh, seeing her? No, we weren't together. We were like roommates.
Bruh, what I'm asking is so you were dating this woman?
I mean, I was seeing her off and on, but we were roommates. She had her room and I had my own room.
But you were dating this woman, yes?
Yeah, we go on dates and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. How long were you guys dating?
Oh, for a year.
So you were dating for a year. So y'all were roommates and then y'all was dating for a year. So how long were y'all roommates before you started dating?
No, for that year. We started going out when we became roommates. I just asked her out and she said, yeah.
So caller, so you're telling me whose apartment was it first?
It was under her name.
Okay, so
I just moved in.
So you moved in. So the first day you moved in, y'all went on a date?
Oh, no. Like we started talking, like friends, and then I just asked her out one night.
So again, at how long were y'all roommates before y'all started dating? So when you first moved in, how long did it take for y'all to start dating?
Oh, okay. I say about 3 months.
3 months. And then what were y'all doing?
I started teaching her how to cook because she didn't know how to cook, and she would clean, but like yeah, she didn't know how to cook, so I was teaching her all that, and I guess she fell in love, and then she was like, "Why don't you just marry me?"
Come on, caller. She just talking shit to you, man. Listen, man, you sound ridiculous. You freaking moved in with a woman or moved into a place that, and this is your roommate, so you didn't necessarily move in with her, but that was your roommate. Now you said you started dating her 3 months, teaching her how to cook and all this other shit in 3 months. So what happened? What was the end of that situation?
Yeah, I ended up having to move out because we fought too much, and she was with her boyfriend again, and he got jealous.
Guys, this is why I tell you guys, go to shoplocario.com and get master the vetting process. Because if you guys don't know how to vet women, this is the type of situation that's going to occur.
Okay. So I thought vetting was coaching. Isn't coaching a woman vetting, or is it there's a difference between vetting and coaching?
Yes, that's part of it. That's part of it. But what I'm saying is, you're not supposed to be teaching a woman in 3 months how to cook.
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying? But you would have known that if you'd have went to shoplocario.com and got master the vetting process. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. When you don't know how to vet, you're going to make mistakes with women all the time, guaranteed. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So y'all just be doing shit just to do shit. You're like, oh, well, I'm moving into this place, and this girl's attractive. I should just be, her boyfriend, or well, let's start cooking and doing all this. No, you can't be doing all this shit. That's how drama starts, and that's how bullshit happens. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, I think that's her calling. Okay, I'll holler at you, Lucario. I think she mad. I'll talk to you later.
Wow. All right, bro. Y'all motherfuckers is wild out here, man. But anyway, let's go back to this real quick. Let's back it up just a little bit. Okay, here we go.
But you know what? It worked. It sure did. David called her and they talked for hours. And 2 weeks later, he flew her out to Atlanta for.
Terrible. So 2 weeks later, he flew her out to Atlanta for her first date. Horrible. Let's back it up again real quick.
Hours. And 2 weeks later, he flew her out to Atlanta for their first official date. And just like that, they were locked in.
She said just like that, they were locked in. Exactly. He's like, she got Halle Berry money flying. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is what happens when you don't have game. What the fuck are you doing flying her out? Flying her out for a first date? No. Fly yourself out. Come see me. The fuck are we doing? Crazy. But let's continue.
David was preparing to propose to Halle on her birthday, August 14th. He said, quote, "I knew when I first saw her that I was going to marry her."
And you see? Shout out to Miles in the building. This is why the vetting process is longer when you are rich and famous. That's a fact. And so I don't want y'all to miss what was just said. He said that I knew. Hold on, let's rewind. Let's rewind because he on some sucker shit.
David was preparing to propose to Halle on her birthday, August 14th. He said, quote, "I knew when I first saw her that I was going to marry her."
So he said he was prepared to propose. And he said, I knew from when I first saw her that I was going to marry her. Now, how the fuck do you know that you're going to marry a chick when you first see them, when you're supposed to vet women. There ain't no way you know you're going to marry some chick because she hasn't been through the vetting process. And as you can see, because he didn't vet her, right? He had all these fucking problems. You see how that works? See, when you don't vet women, you're going to have problems. When you do vet women, you're not going to have those problems. Why? Because you vetted her. This is what happens with these, oh man, these love at first sight motherfuckers. Crazy. But let's continue.
It was like I heard a voice, but he wouldn't get the chance to do so because she ended up proposing to him. Halle proposed to David. For what it's worth, he said, quote, I knew I was going to marry her, but before I could surprise her, she surprised me.
No. He's like, I was going to surprise her, but she surprised me, you idiot. No. See, listen, man, if a chick is proposing to you, that means she does not see you as a leader. That's what I'm saying. That should be, you should look at that as disrespectful. You understand what I'm saying? But also you should look at it as a sign that you're not leading. Because you should be like, damn, what? Like if your girl proposed to you, you should be sitting there scratching your chin thinking, damn, where did I go wrong? Like, what did I do to fuck this situation up? Like, this situation. Matter of fact, I go even far as to say this. If your chick proposed to you, you should never marry that woman. Right? Not because there's something wrong she's doing, but because you fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's the thing. The woman is supposed to wait on you for you to tell her what to do. You understand what I'm saying? She's supposed to be waiting on you. Now, a woman could say, oh, I want to marry you. I wish you were my husband, right? I would love to spend my life with you. A woman could say that all day. But as soon as she get on her knee and she has a ring and she's looking up at you talking about, oh, will you marry me? Fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? No. You understand what I'm saying? No. See, the thing is this. It's like if you go to a company, you can go to the company and say, hey, listen, I would love to work for your company. Right? But the company has to hire you. Right? You don't just get hired just because you came in and you want a job. No, you have to be tested, vetted. You got to be interviewed. I probably got to put you through a 90-day trial period. And then I might decide to take you on. You understand what I'm saying? Then I might decide to. You don't just come into the office, hey, I would really like a job. And I'm like, well, since you asked, okay. No. What are we doing? This shit crazy. This shit is fucking crazy. But let's continue.
Months later, they got married on New Year's Day, 1993. But just 3 years later, their marriage crashed out. The marriage ended in a highly publicized divorce in 1997. Halle later admitted that the pain of their split pushed her into one of the darkest times in her life. But they both found love again later.
Back to David Justice.
When we were out to lunch in LA, and I remember I'm from Cincinnati, man. I ain't even in LA scene like that. And she see an actor that she worked with one time, and he came in, hey, kissed him on the lips.
Oh no.
What are we doing around here?
Was he European or American?
Yeah, American.
What's going on here?
Oh, so I know this is gonna be a conversation.
That's crazy.
So get home and I asked about that. Oh, that's what we do in LA. Oh, okay, then.
And see, this is the thing, right? You know what's funny is that you're not supposed to be figuring out or Like this type of shit that shouldn't be a surprise to you after you're married. This is why you're not supposed to get married that quickly. This is why you're supposed to vet. Because the fact that he's surprised that this type of shit happened, you understand what I'm saying? And that's an issue. That should have been something that should have been addressed or talked about beforehand. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of these dudes after the fact feel some type of way about shit. But I'm like, bruh, you're supposed to have these conversations, interactions, and you're supposed to be vetting. See, again, it's because he thought that everything was supposed to be set in place. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's some wife school that she went to, and there's some husband school that he was supposed to go to, and they went to school and they got together and they knew exactly what to do as wife and husband. That's not how it works. You understand what I'm saying? Crazy. Shit is crazy. Listen to you.
So now her manager and I used to go to this restaurant all the time. I had a young lady at the front seat us all the time. We went there so much, she became so friendly. We got the hugging her every time we come in. Hey, how you doing? Just regular hug. Take Hallie and his wife to lunch one time. I said, Hallie, this is such and such. This is Hallie, right? Hallie looked at that girl, saw how fine she was. Man, she gave her one of them, like barely touched her hand, right? Just played her crazy. I was embarrassed, bro. I was like, but wait, hold on. I just hugged the girl.
Right.
You kissed this dude, and you mad at me?
And see, another thing that guys got to understand is that you have to stop putting yourself on the same level as a woman. Well, you did this and then I did, and this happened. So how come when you did this and then when I did that, then you was acting this way, but then you did that, but you're not equal. Like you guys have to stop doing. I see this shit all the time. Well, women do this, so how come I can? Well, women be flaking, so I should flake too. Well, we have to approach. How come the women don't have to approach us? Like, what are we talking about? Well, she did this, so how come you're not the same? That's what I'm saying. You're the leader. Exactly. These women do it too, niggas. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking about? See, what you guys have to understand is that you need to know your position as a man. You understand what I'm saying? You need to know your position as a leader. So, of course, women are going to do certain things that you may not necessarily prefer or like. You understand what I'm saying? Abel said we bleed once a month too. You want to try that? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But you got to understand you're dealing with a woman, right? So the thing is, he's like, well, she kissed the guy on the lips. I just hugged this lady, right? But understand that if that whole kissing on the lips thing was an issue for you, right? That should have been something addressed at the beginning, not after the fact that it happens. Now, let's just say for sake, he didn't know, I didn't know shit gets down like that. What's all of that? Cool. We can have a conversation about that and all that other good stuff. But again, that was still his responsibility, which means he should have been vetting. Because check this out. He would have saw that kiss happen before she was his wife. But remember, he knew he wanted her to be his wife the first time they met, right? You see what happens when you don't fucking vet women? You find out shit after she has the ring on her finger. You find out shit after y'all did all the paperwork to be husband and wife, right? So you were supposed to find out that shit before you guys were husband and wife, right? So all of that kissy shit that he didn't like, he would have found that out before they were husband and wife if he would have vetted her. He would have found out that she ain't cooking or cleaning before she became the wife if he would have vetted her. And then guess what he would have said? He would say, you know what? Maybe Halle Berry isn't the type of woman that I should make my wife. Right? And again, there's nothing wrong with what she's doing. It's just y'all are not compatible for the husband and wife situation. He should have found himself a woman who cooked and cleaned and who did all this other shit that he wanted to do. But guess what? He was caught up on the fact that she was Halle Berry, right? He was caught up on the fact that, oh, I'm gonna be married to Halle Berry, so I'm gonna be that dude. I'm the man, right? Like he was caught up on all that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? And so he thought everything was gonna be all good because, oh well, I have my wife and she's Halle Berry. Oh, I hit the jackpot. But he didn't realize because he wasn't a leader, because he didn't know how to vet, that this is the type of bullshit that was going to happen. It's crazy. But let's continue.
Because I hugged the girl. So remember, we young. So, young, you get petty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You petty when you're young. And there's things you just do that are petty when you're young.
And see, the thing you say, oh, I'm young and all that, but it's just really a lack of game. K-Zach said, what I find ironic is that guys will take women out on a series of dinner dates and other dates where food is involved, but mysteriously expect a woman to know how and what to cook. Exactly. That's a fact. It's so crazy. This shit is so crazy. Let's continue this shit.
Well, anyway, the honeymoon stage was over, right? And now it's just David and Halle. And when it's just David and Halle, I just realized this is not the person I want to spend the rest of my life with.
And notice he said the honeymoon stage is over, right? And this is why you guys got to go to shoplocario.com and get this program massive vetting process, because understand that the honeymoon stage is supposed to be over, right? Within the vetting process. You understand what I'm saying? So he was in this honeymoon stage and then he fucking wifed her up immediately. Right? That quote unquote honeymoon stage is supposed to be over in the vetting process. Let's go to 612. 612 was popping. Who this?
Hey, Mr. Locario. This is Tim. Donated 15 to your PayPal.
All right, that's what's up. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, fam. What's going on with you?
Yeah, just chilling. So one free call for the team. But the other thing I wanted to say is just shout out to Kobe Lean. I think you and Miles talked to him a couple days ago, right? And he was talking about how he went to Orlando and, was approaching all these chicks, just going after what he wants. And so, but I resonated with that hardcore because I also was in a different city this weekend. Went out to the clubs, the bars, taking just going out, approaching chicks and, just accepting rejection, expecting, as you say, what is it, cooperation or whatever.
Right, exactly.
So just learned a lot of shit about myself, over the last, few days, just keeping that mindset in there. And so just shout out to the game, shout out to you, shout out to the Bad Boy membership. And yeah, guys, invest. Shit's gonna help you out a lot. So appreciate it, man.
All right, brother. We appreciate the call, fam. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you, man. All right. So guys, now we got 3 free calls. So 3 free calls, and guys, call up. We're not going to be here all day. So we're going to be probably another 20 minutes and we're going to wrap this shit up. You feel what I'm saying? So if you guys want to call in, the call in number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys do that and get that going. You feel what I mean? So let me go back to this real quick. And we got a little bit more left.
Imagine being married to Halle Berry. That Halle Berry. And saying you divorced her because she didn't cook or clean.
Well, let me stop right here real quick. See, I don't like that. I don't like that. Imagine being married to Halle. Yes, the Halle. Who the fuck is Halle Berry? I don't fuck with none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Imagine being married to Halle Berry. Yes, who? What are we talking about? You see what I'm saying? This is. But again, This nigga David Justice, he probably was looking at her like that. Oh, it's the Halle Berry. Oh my God. Exactly. She ain't special. She's not special. Guys, Halle Berry is just like any other woman. The only difference between Halle Berry and another woman is Halle Berry has cameras in her face and she says lines. That's the only difference. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? But let's continue.
Halle Berry. Mind you, you're married to Halle Berry from 93 to 97, and in that span, she filmed 10 movies. But
so, who the fuck cares? This is the problem with a lot of motherfuckers. This is why I really don't like this shit in any form or fashion, where people it almost sounds like the whole high value man shit that Kevin Samuels uses. Well, if you're a high value man, you make 6 figures and blah. That don't mean shit. You understand? Oh, well, you filmed 10 movies in that. So, unless we talking about the money you made from them 10 movies and how we use that money to do this, and that, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. He said that's that partnership shit. They start comparing accolades to the man. That's a fact. Exactly. Exactly. This shit crazy. Let's continue with this.
yes, why isn't she cooking? Why isn't she clean? Not to mention, you, the person married to Halle Berry, make a lot of money playing baseball. You can pay someone to cook and clean for both of you.
So April said 10 movies she didn't have time to cook and clean. No, I agree, but this is what I'm saying. That's his fault for marrying her. See, he should have been like, oh, wait a second. She's a movie star, so she's going to be away for long periods of time, which means she's not going to be able to cook and clean. You see what I'm saying? But because he didn't actually have game and he didn't understand himself, right? What happened is that he was in a situation where he just took her on, right? Because she was Halle Berry. Now, check this out. She could have still cooked and cleaned when she was at home. And if that was a requirement that he had, he would have been like, look, I only want to deal with a woman who does these things. Even though I know that you're doing movies, cool. When you're at home, though, I want you to cook and clean. And if she would have been like, oh, yeah, that's what's up. And then she does that and everything would have been fine. And if he understood that she's going to be away doing movies, but then when she's home, she cooks and cleans and then everybody's happy. Right? But the problem is that he just assumed the shit was going to go down. Let's go 781. 781 was popping. Who this?
Yeah, what's good? My name is Joe Lacari. How's it going?
Chilling. Are you taking a free call or you donate?
I'm doing a free call right now.
All right, so what's going on?
So I know you mentioned about the vetting process and everything like that and what you want out of a woman.
Right.
But how could I tell if she has a sexual past or any like diseases or ages like that? Because I honestly do want to be talking to someone.
Wait, hold on.
I don't really know how to vet that. You know what I mean?
Are you outside?
I am. I'll go back inside the house. I'll go back inside.
Yeah, go back inside. It's a lot of I'm hearing a lot of feedback. If you go somewhere quiet, I'll be great. So,
can you hear me better now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's way better. So you said how do you vet to see a woman's sexual past?
I know you can't really, but like how would I know? I know you can't tell if somebody has disease or something like that.
Hold on, let's back up. So, what you got to understand is the point of vetting is to make sure the woman fits into your program. Now, my question to you would be, what does her sexual past have to do with fitting into your program?
Just her health-wise.
Health-wise?
Yeah.
Okay, so if a girl says, I slept with 1,000 guys and I'm STD free, everything is cool, you're good?
Well, I mean, it has that much bodies, and personally, I would say no, because if I don't have that much
But
number, I wouldn't be able.
But then you're lying. You said it was health wise. She's healthy. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I am being serious though, but I am being serious. Like, sexual health is an important thing to me. Like, it's both. It's both.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that health wise, that makes sense because you're like, well, I want to be with a woman who's healthy in my relationship because then that makes sense. What I'm saying is that if she's healthy, but she had sex with a lot of guys, is that still an issue?
It would be an issue, and I should have reframed that a better way.
Now, perfect. I'm glad you said that. Now, tell me how that is an issue in relation to your program.
Well, I mean, it's more than just that. I understand that, but it's also important for me to be healthy as well too, because I don't have any monsters or anything like that, any diseases and like that. So I want to make sure I protect myself from that.
We're past all that. What I'm saying is the girl had sex with 1,000 motherfuckers. She's healthy. She can't give you no diseases. But she had sex with a lot of guys. What I'm saying is, how does her having sex with a lot of guys fuck with your program? So I'll give an example.
Proximity.
Let's say a guy says, hey, I want a woman who's going to be able to cook and clean. And the reason why I need a woman to cook and clean, because I have my own business and I'm always working this many hours. And so I need a woman to cook me some eggs and bacon at 8:00 Monday through Friday, because once she gives me those eggs and things, it gives me that energy to do the things I need to do for the day. You see how the thing that I require of her directly correlates with the program? So what I'm saying is, how many guys she had sex with correlate with your program? Hello?
I don't know how it will direct my program because, like, it'll be there's no loyalty in that sense, in that regard, in that relationship, and I would want that
loyalty.
Yes.
Wait, how does her having sex with a bunch of dudes create disloyalty?
I mean, like, are you talking about before or during? Like, you know what I mean? Are you talking about before the relationship?
No, what I'm saying is you meet a woman, you're vetting her. This is the woman that you're seeing. You find out she had sex with a lot of guys. How has her having sex with a lot of guys in the past before you knew her affect her loyalty to you?
Well, she'll get, okay. I see what you mean. I see your point. It wouldn't really affect anything. It has nothing to do with me, unless she talked about her exes and say, this is what he should do in this way. And if she's not in my program or on my program, then I guess that could inhibit her from following my path, from my lead in the relationship, because she has so many different ideas of what a man should be or should do for her.
So you're saying that she wouldn't listen to you because she was listening to all the other guys she was dealing with in the past?
I believe, like, women, or it's a lot of, like, when it comes to women, they take on, they're more so like, I want to say incubators, but they basically give back what you give them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of men giving her different energies, different ideologies, different ideas, perspectives, and that could mess up her way of thinking of what a man should be or what I should do, which wouldn't be in my program. You know, it probably would inhibit that for me. So personally, I wouldn't want a woman with 1,000 bodies, because it's going to inhibit her from seeing what a man really is and how a man should lead in a relationship.
So you're saying that you are not influential. Is that what you're saying?
You know, that could be the case. I'm not going to sit here and lie, but if it's going to be very difficult for me to influence her with that many bodies, then what's the point of me even? I'm not saying I'm not going to try, but like, it's just too much. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not been worth my time.
But that's what I'm saying. Who told you can't influence a woman with a lot of bodies?
I'm not saying you couldn't, but it wouldn't be worth my time.
No, but what I'm saying is, how is it not worth your time when it's the same way to influence a woman with a lot of bodies with a woman with not a lot of bodies? It's the same thing. It's the same process.
Yeah. I guess how she views the world. I mean, I don't think, because a woman with 1,000 bodies, right? She could, and let's say we compare it, right? A woman with 1,000 bodies compared to a woman with, let's say, 200. I don't think, by that point, I don't think it really matters, because regardless, it's still a lot regardless. So it depends on how much she's influenced.
So wait, so you think it's a difference? Let's say, hold on, check it out. Let's say a chick had sex with 2 guys, and then another chick had sex with 200. You think it's easier to influence the chick with that has sex with 2 guys?
I believe it is, yeah.
Really? So the chick who had sex with 2 guys, let's say she had 2 long-term relationships with both of those 2 guys for at least 10 years, and both those 2 guys had similar thought patterns. So that's 20 years of influence of the same thought pattern. So you're trying to tell me that
in that case,
you see what I'm saying? So exactly, you see what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. So the woman who had sex with 200 guys, that could have been 200 one-night stands. So the woman who had sex with 2 guys, it'll be harder to influence her than the woman who had sex with 200.
It really depends on how on her ability to pair bond. She can pair bond with.
Pair bond? Who taught you about pair bonding? Where you hear that from? What's
a scientific term?
What's pair bonding?
Pair bonding is basically the ability to actually to connect with someone. Like if you have so many bodies, then if you had sex with one person, it's not going to mean much to that person. So depending on how much body she basically incurred in her life, if she had sex with one person, it's not going to mean anything. Whereas if a woman only has sex with one person or second person, it'll mean something a little bit more if she's up with you because she didn't have that much body that she incurred over her life. You know what I mean?
So wait, so how do you explain swinger couples?
Swinger couples, hey, they both wanted to do it. I mean, it was both their intentions to want to do that.
Yeah,
so
but they're bonding. How do you explain sex workers in long-term relationships?
They're bonding in their own way, Right. They're doing what they both like to do.
So doesn't that negate the concept you just said? You just said that if the woman has sex with all these bodies, she can't pair bond, but essentially women who are in swinger couples, sex workers, and also non-monogamous couples are pair bonding like a motherfucker, right?
All right, I guess you make a point. Yeah, I can see it.
You see what I'm saying? See, this is the problem. You're listening to too much red pill, too much of these fake studies that they do on these Christian websites, and that's getting into your head. You see what I'm saying? Like you're not actually. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm asking all these questions, because when it comes to vetting, right? See, the point of vetting is to first understand yourself, so you have a specific way you do things in a program that you put a woman into, and what happens is that she has to be beneficial to your way of life. What I'm trying to tell you is that a woman's sexual past literally has nothing to do with the fact of her actually being able to adhere to your leadership. Nothing.
All right, well, I will say one thing. It's not just I do have a religious background. So in the Bible, it talks about why would you pair with a harlot? You know what I mean? So that's part of my thinking as well too. It's not really just a study.
Wait, so you say you're religious?
I'm not that religious, but I do read the Bible. I'm more so spiritual than I am religious. But growing up, I used to go to church every Sunday. But I am less religious now because I do feel like you can still have a relationship without being religious. So it's more so reading the word.
So you believe that God created everything, right? Like God is all things, yes?
Yes, he is.
Right. So God created a woman's vagina and a man's penis, yes?
Yes.
Right. So do you know that a woman has twice as many nerve endings on her clitoris than a man has on the head of his penis?
I know. Yeah.
Right. So shouldn't that make sense that women not only like sex, but probably would like sex more than guys, which would mean that they're going to have sex?
That's true.
Right. And didn't God create us to have sex? So why is it a bad thing if a woman is having a lot of sex based on the fact that she was created in a way to get pleasure from that sex by the one who created her?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, Cola, I'm just trying to get you to open your mind and think. So what I'm saying is that what you're doing is that you've been indoctrinated in so many different ways by a lot of things that don't actually pertain to things that would happen to you in real life. So what I'm saying is, in real life, if you were to actually go meet a woman and y'all got along and the chemistry was there and she listened to everything you said and she was on point and you were like, damn, I really like this chick, she's so awesome. And then you find out that she had 75 bodies right? That would contradict everything you've been taught. Because you'd be like, damn, well, wait a second. How the fuck she got 75 bodies, but she's pair bonding to me and she's adhering to what I'm saying and I have so much influence on that doesn't even make any sense. But it makes perfect sense because all the other shit you were taught was bullshit. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right, then let me ask you this. I mean, you read the Bible too, right, Lucario?
I mean, I don't read it. I've like skimmed it, but go ahead.
All right, so like, what in that interpretation, like, why would the Bible say, why would you pair with a harlot? You know what I mean? And that a lustful woman is a dangerous woman, and that a lot of men are trapped in her snare. So, what does that mean? If it was wrong for us to, if it's wrong for women to, if it's okay for women to stick around with a lot of men, then what differentiates her from a harlot? You know,
this is what I'm saying. They're all the same. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, there's no.
So you're saying they're all hoes, then? Are you saying they're all hoes? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. Okay, Carl, you ever seen Superman?
Yes.
What's the difference between Superman and Clark Kent?
I mean, they're the same people, but they have different personalities.
No, okay, that's what I'm saying. It's the same person. That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is, you're like, what's the difference between a harlot and a woman who's not? There's no such thing as a woman who's not. A woman is a quote unquote harlot or whatever based on the guy she's dealing with. So what I'm saying is that a woman could say to you, hey, I don't have sex on the first date. And that same woman will meet another guy tomorrow and have sex with him on the first date. That's what I'm saying. Women act different based on the man they're dealing with and based on the desire they have of that man. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you think that there's these different women out there. Now, there are going to be women who are, at different levels of it, meaning there may be this one woman who's way more sexually free than the other woman, but the other woman still will fuck a guy first night if she really sexually desired him. So for example, if a woman who has never had sex on the first night of meeting a man, if she ran into somebody like, I don't know, let's say somebody she loves like Chris Brown, she will fuck Chris Brown, yes?
Yeah,
you think
all women will, but yeah.
You think she's gonna say, Chris Brown, I don't have sex with guys on the first time I meet them? No, she gonna be sucking this nigga dick. What are we talking about? You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, is that there's no difference. What I'm saying is all of these things you're hearing and you're not actually living the life. Let me ask you a question. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23, exactly. So you're young. How many women have you slept with in your life?
2.
Be honest. 2? I applaud you for being honest.
2.
So this is what I'm saying.
It could have been more, but 2.
Right. So what I'm saying is you don't have enough experience dealing with women to come to these conclusions that you're coming to. What you're doing is you have limited real world experience and you're just watching things on the internet. You see what I'm saying? So and you're forming your opinions based on the internet versus based on your actual life dealing with women. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You have to actually go out there and really, really, really deal with women. And this is why I'm telling you, you should definitely go to shoplocario.com. You need to get master the vetting process just like everybody else, because you're gonna be out here worried about women's body counts, something you could never know anyway. So that's a moot point anyway, because you can't find out her body count anyway. You see what I'm saying?
But that is true, but her mindset can also correlate with that. Like, so I think it's also her mindset as well too.
How? Tell me. How are you going to find out?
I mean, you can't. I'm not disagreeing with you, Makari. I'm saying, like, it's also her mindset. If she too does not, if she fucks any guy, right, that she sees, and it's easy for her to fuck any guy, right? Then it kind of does coincide with the fact that she's, I would say, easy, or she's going with any man.
Okay, so
I wouldn't want to marry a woman that's easy.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, so let me ask you a question. So if you met a girl and you thought she was cute and y'all were talking and you tried to sleep with her and she says, oh, well, I don't sleep with guys like that. I like to get to know them. You gonna believe her?
Hell no.
So that's what I'm saying. How do you find out that she's not a harlot?
Well, if her words match with her actions, it's really about her actions.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. How do you find out? Because she's telling you.
I guess the vetting process.
But this is what I'm saying. Get your
vetting process.
But this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The vetting process is not to find out if a woman slept with a bunch of guys or not, because you can't find out. You're never going to know. So what I'm saying is, how you're saying it like you can know based on her behavior. My question is, what is the behavior that's going to tell you or let you know that she is not out here fucking around?
Well, if her eyes darting around, looking at different men, just shifting and
so if a woman looks
staring.
At, if a woman, so women who don't have sex a lot don't look at men. That's the sign.
Okay, I see your point. Yeah, I think I was correct.
What I'm saying is you can't figure it out. It's impossible. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand. So what I'm saying is stop focusing on the things that don't matter, which is her body count, because her body count don't matter. I don't care how much these red pill niggas try to tell you it does. It don't matter. And even if it did, you still can't find out. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, where you're wasting time on something that doesn't matter, that you can't find out, instead of figuring out yourself and figure out what you want out of the game, and then being able to create a program for a woman to show up and be vetted through. This is what we're trying to tell you. You see what I'm saying? So the vetting process is,
to copy your point, you're saying basically you want to focus on what really matters and see if she's actually vying for you and actually is following your game plan.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. And what I'm saying is her body count is meaningless to that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because whether she has a body count of 1 or 100, she still has to follow your lead. So it don't matter if she had a body count of 1. If she ain't following your lead, you ain't fucking with her. It don't matter if she has a body count of 100. If she ain't following your lead, you don't fuck with her. Now, if she has a body count of 100 and she follows your lead, you fuck with her. If she has a body count of 1 and she follows your lead, you fuck with her. You see what I'm saying? So all that matters is she following your lead? Period. That's it.
Okay. Well, Mr. Carter, I want to say thank you so much. I respect your channel.
Yes, sir.
And everything you do. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, it was just like a good talk, honestly, between us.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, fam. I'ma holler at you. All right, peace. All right, hold on. I think this is 214. 214. What's popping? Who this?
Yo, this is Davey.
Davey, what's going on? Are you donating or taking a free call?
Yeah, I donated to Miles in the Game.
All right, that's what's up. So what's going on, man? What's popping with you?
Okay, so I just had one question, really. And it's not like really challenging or like I don't believe anything that you say, because I'm on the Bad Boy membership. So I have genuine questions because I want to learn, right? So my question was, how come men are not, or how come men can be non-monogamous and then women as well, and not just men?
You said how come just men can't be non-monogamous?
I'm saying how is it that both of us are supposed to be non-monogamous and not just men?
Oh, you're saying that why can't it just be men?
Exactly. Yeah.
because women are human beings too, who have sexual desire. And so what happens is that it's natural for a woman to, I'll say it this way, right?
Yeah.
In order for people to exist, what needs to happen?
We gotta fuck.
Exactly. Right. Now, so that's all nature cares about. Nature cares about people getting together and fucking. Now, do you think nature cares about if whatever girl you're with is your girlfriend?
Nah.
Right. They don't give a shit. They're like, that chick needs to get fucked by as many niggas that she needs to get fucked by to give off offspring. You see what I'm saying? And you need to fuck as many chicks to make them get pregnant to give off the offspring. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is monogamy is a social construct. You see what I'm saying? So we don't even need to call it monogamy or non-monogamy. The point is people need to get together to fuck to make more people.
Wait, pause. Okay, so you say monogamy is a social construct.
Yes.
However, I believe that, right? However, there are other people that say or they claim that women, they're not naturally monogamous because, they can't get pregnant. You know, men can impregnate a bunch of women and women they can only be pregnant one time.
Okay.
Or one baby at a time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they say other things like, the man's brain is designed in a way that has more base instincts than the women when it comes to sex. So obviously the man's going to be more polygamous than the woman, right? So I'm kind of drawn both ways because I believe that.
So let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in a relationship with a woman? Like long term?
Yeah.
Okay, now, do you only get horny when she's ovulating?
No.
Really? Why not?
Because I ain't got nothing to do with me.
Oh, so how does it got nothing to do with you when you're the one who's supposed to put the seed in her?
Because I don't know.
So basically what I'm saying, because I'm going based on what you said. You said, well, women get pregnant, and so it doesn't make sense for them to want to have sex. Yes, if they're they can only get pregnant at this time, and then they're going to be pregnant for so many months. Yes.
I said it doesn't make sense for.
Right. So if that's the case,
I don't know if it doesn't make sense for them to want to have sex. I'm saying, does it make sense for them to have sex with other men?
Right, but this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that what makes you want to have sex is the desire to. The desire is there so that you can create offspring, right? What I'm saying is that the desire is built in whether or not it is likely for a baby to be made. So meaning that women can also be horny when it's the time where they're not ovulating, meaning not being able to produce a child. So what I'm saying is, on the flip side, if that was the case, that it makes sense for a woman to only be horny when she needs to produce a child, that would also mean that you can only be horny when it's time for children to be produced. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get you to understand your logic doesn't work when it comes to the other side, because you are the other side of the production. So if what you're saying is true, then that means that it also wouldn't make sense for you to be fucking. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to say. You can't have it where, well, a woman's pregnant or a woman gets pregnant. So in other words, if you had a girlfriend and she got pregnant, then that would mean that it would make sense for you to not be horny for 9 months. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, knowing that you're horny.
Because remember I said that the man can she can impregnate many women at a time, so he can just go and impregnate another woman. He doesn't have to wait 9 months.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. Sexual desire is not just predicated on the act of getting pregnant or giving offspring. That's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is the desire is still there within you, whether or not it's time for pregnancy to happen. So what I'm saying is, based on what you're saying it doesn't make sense because she's already pregnant. What I'm saying is that the desire for sex is still going to be there even when she's pregnant. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you think women who are pregnant aren't fucking?
Okay. So you're saying just because she's pregnant doesn't mean it don't mean shit. Like, if she's still gonna want to.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Right, that's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm saying is that the desire within her is the same desire within you. So what I'm saying is that if you have the same desire if both people have the same desire, why would it make sense for, the man should be non-monogamous, but the woman shouldn't? That don't make no fucking sense. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, to me, it made a little bit of sense because of the, men can pregnate this and that, women can't. They can only that made sense at the surface, but when you dig deeper, it doesn't make sense.
That's what I tell you. You got to dig deeper.
Wait. So why is that a thing then? Why is it that there are other people that claim we're all non-monogamous, and then others that claim just men are non-monogamous?
Because the guys it's usually the guys who are saying it's only men that's supposed to be non-monogamous are guys who are insecure about women fucking other men. It's that simple. You see what I'm saying? That's it. That's literally it. So what I'm saying is, it's the same thing with body count. It's insecurity. There is no basis for the argument besides insecurity and control. Exactly. Control and insecurity. That's it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So it's like you can come up with all of these theories, but what I'm saying is that the natural order of things is nature wants us to get together and pop out fucking babies. Now, as a society, we have rules and guidelines of shit like, okay, well, if this becomes your kid, you got to pay child support because, you got to pay bills and you got to take care of the kid and all those other things come about it. But when we go to the basis of it, this is why, just like when you're in a relationship, your woman still is seeing other dudes. I mean, when I say seeing other, she's seeing other guys she's attracted to. You think when you got a girlfriend, your girlfriend just stops being attracted to other niggas? You see what I'm saying? Like you be walking with your girlfriend holding her hand and she's looking at other niggas, just like you looking at other women. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what we try to tell y'all.
Okay, so then this obviously has to do with the ego. How did you get over that? Because I know it can be tough for some people to get over the fact that their girl is gonna want to fuck other guys, and they're gonna try to rationalize it by saying, "Oh, men are monogamous," or we want to love each other and just be one person. How did you get over that ego part?
Well, I got over it by being real with myself. So meaning that, like, for example, if I'm fucking all these girls, then there ain't no way that these girls ain't out here fucking. You see what I'm saying? It's really that simple. If I'm fucking all these women, if I'm fucking women who have boyfriends and husbands, and I'm fucking random single girls that just want to come over, get fucked, and leave, then all that's telling me is how much women like sex. So if women like sex this much, then why the fuck would a woman not only... Why would a woman not want to have sex? That's crazy because she does. And also knowing that women want to have sex with multiple guys. Why? Because I'm fucking women who have boyfriends and husbands. So the reality is going to tell me what it is.
So you're saying you having fucked women's or men's wives and girlfriends is proof that women are not monogamous?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Not only that, it's also because the fact that single women who don't have boyfriends or husbands, are so quick to be able to fuck, just have sex without emotion
and leave.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But check this out. If you're a guy who has not had that experience, then it's easy to believe, oh, well, women aren't like that. Of course you're going to think they're not like that because you have no idea. You're like, oh, women just want to be with one man. Of course you're going to think that because the women you talk to all say that, oh, I'm a one woman man and I want I want my person. I'm dating with intentions. I got to get to know you. Of course, that's your reality. So of course you're going to think women don't like sex as much as men. Why? Because you're a guy who can't get sex, or it's hard for you to get sex, of course it's going to make sense to think women don't like sex as much as men, because you're like, well, I'm not getting it. So, and I want to fuck all these women I meet, but they don't want to fuck me. So of course women don't like sex as much as men. You see what I'm saying? So of course women just want to be monogamous. And us men want to fuck a bunch of women because I'm a man. I want to fuck a bunch of women, but I'm not getting a bunch of women that want to fuck me. So therefore my belief lines up with my reality. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You see what I mean?
So if I was like a player, I was fucking a lot of girls, and I still wanted a girl to only fuck me, say like my main girl, that'd be like a sort of contradictory, like cognitive dissonance, some type. That'd be what it is. No,
you can still choose to be in a monogamous relationship with your woman if you want. Like you say, hey, I've been out here doing what I do. I meet a woman. We get together, we hooking up, she ended up being my girl, and it's just us two. You can choose to do that. But what I'm saying is that in the back of your mind, you have to also understand that you're choosing to be monogamous with the understanding that this is not natural. Meaning that you're still going to see other women you're going to want to fuck, and your girl's still going to see other guys that she want to fuck. So if you find out that your girl's fucking another guy, you're not going to be surprised. You're going to be like, yeah, that makes sense. She should want to fuck another dude. She's a woman, just like I want to fuck another woman. I'm a man. That's how it works. But so what I'm saying is that the people who are surprised or who feel some type of way are the ones who believe the lie. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, well, what's the point then of living unnaturally then, aka monogamously?
No, but this is what I'm saying. There's no point. The point is you're indoctrinated to do it. That's what I'm trying to say. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you're indoctrinated to do that, but that's not necessarily natural. And what I'm saying is this is why a lot of monogamous couples end up breaking up, end up, divorcing quickly. They have all this cheating. You see what I'm saying? Because if it was natural, you could just be like, well, I'm not going to cheat. and it'll be simple. But we know that people cheat all the time. Why? They're cheating all the time because their natural inclination is to fuck with other people.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is nature is always going to correct itself. And so what I'm saying is that nature's correcting itself by having people cheat. People just don't want to listen to nature, and they want to say, oh, well, you're wrong for cheating. No, you're not wrong for cheating. You're wrong for being stupid enough to go against nature. It's that simple. You see what I'm saying? That's the point.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So again, you can choose to go against nature, but understand that in order to do that, that's a choice you're making, right? And what's going to happen is sooner than later, it's going to blow up. So for example, just like it's natural for you to breathe in and out, it's unnatural for you to hold your breath. And what's going to happen is at some point, you're going to stop holding your breath. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not natural. That's monogamy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, you cooked. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
All right, caller. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So we about to end this in a minute. Let me see what some of these questions are saying real quick. Let me see what some of these questions are saying. Hold on. Where is we at? Oh, let me take this call real quick. 843 was popping. Who this?
It's Rico.
Who?
Rico,
what's going on? Did you donate or are you taking a free call?
Oh, I don't know about no donate. I'm new to the show. I guess I take a free call.
All right, cool. So what's your question? What's going on? Are you hold on, are you on speakerphone?
Hello?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, get off the speakerphone. There you go. What's your question?
No, I just find this show kind of interesting. I was just scrolling through it. I didn't know this was a thing that grown men come to YouTube and learn game. What's that about right there? That's like some Will Smith hit shit or something. It's just interesting to me. That's why I call in. I'm like, damn, this is kind of interesting, kind of hilarious.
Wait, caller. Do you have game?
What do you mean game? Like what? Awareness of life?
No, I'm asking you. Do you have game? Because you called in talking about it's hilarious, but do you have game though?
What you mean? What you mean by game? Give me your definition.
There's a documentary called Game Kings: The Definition of Game. So game is
I don't know.
Right. So game is you having self-love. You feel what I'm saying? And you navigating and having things happen on your terms. Right. So when you deal with women, do you deal with women on your terms?
That's why I said having awareness of life.
Mm-hmm.
I thought everybody should have self-love. I thought that was something that you was born with. I always love myself. I put nobody above me.
Right, but do you deal with women on your terms?
What do you mean if I deal on my terms?
That means, do you deal with women how you want to deal with them, or do you follow women and try to get pussy on their terms?
I just interact with women. I didn't know dealing with women was that hard. I never had a problem getting women.
No. I'm not talking about do you have a problem getting with women. Anybody could get with a woman. What I'm saying is, can you get with her on your terms? Meaning that, okay, let me ask you a question. When you usually meet women, right? What do you think? What are you thinking about? Like, what do you want to do when you meet women?
What you mean? Why do I want to meet women? I go off the interaction. I don't think about it. I just flow with the conversation wherever it goes.
No. What I'm saying is, what is your agenda? Me and you were at a bar. You see a girl across the room that you're attracted to. What is your agenda when you go and approach that girl?
It depends. It depends on the situation. Everything's situational. I don't.
So you don't have a way you do things.
But not dealing with women. That's naturally. That's natural.
No. What I'm saying is, how do you deal with women? So what I'm saying is, you see a girl across the room. What do you want to do? Do you want to have sex with her? Do you want to take her on a date? What do you want to do?
I'm answering your question. I said I deal with women on day by day basis naturally.
Right.
Me waking up and.
So what I'm saying. Caller, you're not listening. What I'm saying is when you meet a woman, are you trying to fuck? Are you trying to go on a date? You want to talk to her on the phone? What do you want to do?
Well, what I'm telling you, it all depends. Me personally, when I deal with women, I don't deal with women I don't like just want fuck. That's the thing. I'm not on the step by step program with women.
So you don't have a program when you deal with women. You don't have a way you do it.
What you mean about?
So you have no program.
You don't have the way that I do it.
So what I'm saying is, caller, how old are you? How old are you?
No.
How old are you?
I'm 38.
38. Okay. So what I'm saying is, when you meet a woman, is there a process that you put her through to see if she's worth your time?
Well, you listening?
Yes. Go ahead.
What I'm trying to tell you, when I'm dealing with women, it's not that deep. I never ever had an issue with women.
Caller, you still haven't said what you do though. What is your process?
What I'm trying to tell you, I don't have a step-by-step program.
Okay, listen.
Everything is individual based. Y'all on here, that's what I'm looking at now. People must be talking to kids.
Okay, so caller, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You ever go to McDonald's?
Of course.
Okay, now, when you go to McDonald's, what color is the box they put the fries in?
What color did they put the box in?
Yeah, you know when you order fries, what color is the box?
Red, right?
Okay, right, yeah. So is it red for everybody or is it red depending on who come in?
But see, you going off topic, right?
No. I'm trying to get you to understand. No. Is the box red for everybody that comes in to buy fries, or is it red depending on who come in?
Of course, the box will be red for everybody that come in.
Why?
How you know why? Because that's the color they made the box.
Okay, so that's their program. Yes, that's the way they do it. That's the way McDonald's does it. Yes.
What I'm trying to tell you, like, listen, when I'm doing something like work or something that's something I'm a study and have a program for. But dealing with women, that's a natural thing for me.
So basically, when you deal with women, you change the color of your box. You do whatever happens.
No, I'm me at all times, but I'm not. When I'm trying to tell you, I don't have just I'm gonna say the woman when I say no. It's whatever pop in my mind. That's it. Everything is natural.
So
I don't have a step-by program with women.
Okay, so now, okay, let me ask you a more specific question. If me and you was at a party and you saw a woman that you wanted to have sex with, what would you say to her?
How do you mean what I say to her?
What would you say to the woman you want to have sex with?
What I'm trying to tell you, right? Like you said, what I want to say to a girl, right? That means that you must be got a notebook with lines that you say to a woman. I don't. What I push her? What come in my head? That's it. I don't have no. A certain line that I.
No, caller. What I'm saying to you is, caller. Okay, so now, so tell me. So caller, tell me naturally.
You looking at it too deep.
So caller, tell me. Caller. So tell me. So tell me naturally what you would say.
I do it. Everybody's the same. Everybody's human being. I don't have a way I'm gonna talk to this woman right here. It's shit natural.
Okay, natural. So what I'm saying, we're just using it as an example. We're at a party.
Ain't no example because it's
caller. Listen. Me and you, caller. Listen. Me and you were at a party. I introduced you to a woman. And you say, damn. You say in your mind, damn, she fine as shit. I'll fuck the shit out of her. What are you gonna say to get her to your house?
Whatever need to be said at that time. I don't have
give an example. Give an example. Just give one example.
Why would I get an example? I don't have a certain line. You are not a woman. If you was a woman, that would have been different.
Okay, so I'm gonna pretend I'm a woman, and then you talk to me.
Now you being weird.
How am I being weird? I'm caller. You called in and said this was hilarious because how do these grown men need game? But you call in and you can't even tell us what you would say to a woman.
Listen. Because it is weird. You know it's weird, right? So you know it's weird.
Caller,
I didn't know this was
caller. Listen, let me tell you something. You should, when you get off the phone, you should pray to God and thank Him for allowing you to see the show because you need it. You need this show badly, bro.
Listen,
you need this shit so bad.
What you do? No. Listen. I guarantee you, anyone, no guys that buying coaching, let them tell the girl that they get coaching. I bet you.
Caller.
What grown man need coaching with dealing with a human being?
You, because I asked you a bunch of times to tell us what you say, and you haven't said anything.
No. Listen, that don't have nothing to do with women.
Caller, I asked you if you were interested in having sex with a woman. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Tell us how many women have you had sex with in your life?
A lot.
A lot. How much? Give me a number.
A lot.
Give me a number, a round number. What? 50, 100, 200? Give me like a estimate.
I don't know, maybe 70. I don't know.
Okay, cool. So now, when's the last time you met a girl and had sex with her? When did that happen? Like a new girl?
This morning.
A new girl.
This morning.
No, a new girl.
This morning.
So you met a new girl this morning and you had sex with her.
No, I've been met her, but I fucked her this morning.
No, okay. So when did you meet her? When did you meet her?
A couple of weeks ago.
Okay, cool. So why did it take you a couple of weeks for y'all to fuck?
Because I was impressed.
Because you was what?
I'm not pressed with women.
Okay, what did you? Okay, so what did you say?
Caller, listen.
Caller, what did you say to her?
No.
What did you say to her?
Listen, it don't matter what I say to her.
I'm asking. I'm asking you. The girl that you had sex with this morning. When you met her, what did you say to her to get the sex? Why can't you say that? Hello?
Say again?
The girl you had sex with last, what did you say to her when you met her up until the time y'all had sex? What were the things you talking about? What did you say to get her to the bedroom?
What does it matter? Because how you can determine that that's going to give me some pussy?
Because that'll determine. Caller. I'm gonna tell you. Caller. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, caller. Check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna tell you because that's gonna determine whether or not you got pussy on your terms.
How is it going to determine? Because if I say something, you like, oh, that's not a girl no pussy. Then
I'm asking you because you're not telling us anything.
You're a woman because that don't make sense.
You're not telling us anything because see when it comes to being masculine and a man, we're talking straight. So what I'm telling you is that you're not telling us. You're not telling us how you get sex.
I ain't weird like y'all.
You're not telling us how you got it. You're not telling us how you got it. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm trying to tell you is, caller. This is the point. This is the point.
I'm not treating women like a science project.
Caller, this is the point. This is the point. You called in saying that this was funny, right? But what's funny is that you.
No, I'm gonna ask you something.
Don't know how to attract women on your terms. That's it.
It's gonna be funny. That's comical.
What's comical?
You know what I mean?
What's comical?
Guys buying coasters to get women, and you selling it.
So wait, so you mad that you mad that I'm teaching guys how to
I'm mad
game?
at you. You asking weird questions.
But caller. So don't you think?
It's very entertaining at that. So I'm not.
Wait, caller.
The way those speak on women and.
Wait, so caller. So don't you think that guys like you need coaching?
Nah, hell no.
Really? So guys who beat around the bush and can't speak clearly and can't speak straight. I asked you like 10 questions and you haven't answered one straight.
I don't beat around the bush.
Okay.
I ain't gotta answer that.
Okay, so exactly. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So caller, that's what I'm saying. You need coaching. That's what's funny. that's what they call irony. You called in talking about, yo, this shit is funny. These grown men need coaching. And then I say, hey, what did you say to a woman? Well, I don't need to talk about that. I say different shit to different women. Caller, you need coaching because you can't get pussy on your terms. Caller, you can't get pussy on your terms. It's okay.
You assume that. Okay.
Bro, I just asked you and you haven't answered. Just answer it.
It don't matter. That's
exactly. It don't matter. It's irrelevant. And you saying all that because you have nothing to stand on. That's what I'm talking about. Caller, you gotta listen. It's okay. Listen, guys, caller, listen. It's okay to say I don't know. It's okay to say I don't really have the game. It's okay. We understand.
No, I don't get to have game. That's the previous shit. You keep saying game. I don't need game to get a woman. What are you talking about? Game. I just interact with a woman. That's it. Simple. Y'all make it difficult. Y'all make it like a science project. You want to get a woman.
Oh man, this is hilarious. No, see, caller.
The shit you call a game, you should be born with.
Caller,
you know what I mean?
the show,
caller. I don't need coaching to love myself.
Caller, the
you know
show, but caller, you don't love caller. Caller, you don't love yourself. But caller, you don't love yourself.
I let you talk.
You don't love yourself,
talk, right?
You don't love yourself.
No, listen, I let you talk.
Caller, caller, you're not letting me talk. I'm letting you talk. This is my show. Caller, you don't love yourself because if you loved yourself, you would actually say what you said because you would stand on what you say.
You know why? You know why? I don't gotta say what I'm saying. What I gotta say. That shit is irrelevant.
Oh, so you're irrelevant. So you're irrelevant. So how do you love yourself thinking you're irrelevant?
No, listen. What I said to her to get her is irrelevant.
So that means you're saying you're irrelevant, which means you don't love yourself.
Listen.
You don't love yourself, caller.
Well, if that's what you want to believe, listen, people, that's what you want to believe. But I guarantee you, I know who you is, and I can tell who you are. You only fuck with fat head white bitches. I can tell you don't get black bitches. I know that. I know you can't get them.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
How you act. I can tell by your mannerisms.
What's the difference between black woman and white woman?
Only bitches you get is crackhead white bitches who getting meth heads, who be at sex parties, who just be fucking all type of niggas. That's what you fuck with.
So
you don't get no bitch, but you don't get no respectable woman. You get hoes.
Okay, so tell me how you found it out. Tell me how you realize that. Caller, you got all the game. Caller, you got all the game. Tell me how you know. Tell me how you know the women I get. Caller, calm down.
That's not game, brother.
Calm down.
That's not game at all.
Calm down. It's gonna be okay. Calm down. I want to know.
No. I got my end. You
caller. Calm down. It's gonna be okay. I promise. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I promise.
The bitch you can fucking anybody can fuck.
I promise. You're right. You're absolutely right. Calm down. Calm down. Caller. I want listen. Caller. I want it. Listen. Calm down. I'm trying to learn. Because you got all the game in the world. I'm trying to learn from you.
Ain't shit to learn.
Caller, I'm trying to learn from you.
You gotta learn game.
Caller, I'm trying to learn from you. Caller.
Stay in the house. This shit ain't for you.
Caller, I'm trying to learn from you, caller, because you know everything.
You shouldn't need nobody to tell you.
So, caller, this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna let you go. Hold on, this is the last thing I'm gonna ask. Caller, this is the last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna let you go. Caller, hold the fuck on, Chet. The entire fuck. All right, I had to let him go. I was trying to get him ask him one last thing, but I had to let him go. Guys, do you see what happens when niggas ain't got game? All that's irrelevant though. I just say whatever I feel like saying, and what happened? Come on, fam, stop. Talking about this morning. I talked to her a few weeks ago. Oh, well, why it took me a few? Well, I'm not pressed. Come on, fam, stop. So, but guys, this is what happens, man. Dudes who don't got the game, you know what I'm saying? Dudes who do not got the game, that's the type of shit that happens. Oh my goodness. Hilarious. Hold on, let me see something. That's crazy. That is funny as shit. But anyway, so guys, we about to wrap this shit up. Make sure that you guys go to shoplucario.com to get master the vetting process, because I'm telling you guys, y'all need that shit. It is crazy. This shit is fire. Make sure you guys get that shit cracking. Also, make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. You feel me? Also, make sure that you guys go to cunninghamelements.com. You feel what I'm saying? To get that shit cracking. You feel me? And yeah, man, make sure you guys do that shit and get that shit going. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Check us out for the Monday show on Lucario Motivation. Check out the Money Game Show. That's going to be up next. Go to Lucario Motivation on YouTube so you can check that out. And that is pretty much it. I will holler at you guys later. And remember, people, The truth is inside you. I'm out of here. Peace.
Step up your game and go to shoplocario.com. That is the place where you can get my books, audio, and video programs in one place. All you got to do is type in shoplocario.com and step up your game today.
Game Kings 2, The Definition of Man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today.
Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below.
Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game.
Because Locario, in my opinion, it's the best dating coach on YouTube or whatever the fuck. Everything he says, ambulance. Everything he says, I have nothing against him. I have no contradiction. Everything he says, I